Hi guys, so today we are testing the new Honda Rebel 500. Here is the bike. I'm going to do the walk around first and then show you the test ride. I already brought the bike here. Looking at the bike, I really enjoyed it. It's very pretty. I like the color, it's very nice. It has a big fat tire in the front and a big fat tire in the rear, 130 in the front, 150 in the rear. It has a single headlight in the front. It's an halogen lamp, not LEDs. So, but it looks good on this bike. The same with the dashboard, just a single rounded dash in the middle. The bike is very low. It has a very small passenger seat. If I sit in here, I'm going to stay with my feet on the ground. As you can see, I still have both feet on the ground, and I was not struggling. The bike looks very good. I just noticed this detail. Look, this is the reservoir from the rear brake, and it has this little cover just to be more pleasant to look at. It looks very nice. The engine is a bit big in this area here. Your leg touches a little bit in here, but they added this protection. In the winter it probably isn't a problem, but in the summer I don't know. If the bike heats up a lot, it might be a bit uncomfortable. On this side we have the ignition. Look where the key is. It looks great, like the old bikes. It looks really good. The radiator and single disc brake at the front, disc brake at the rear, ABS on both wheels, which is now mandatory with the Euro 4. And that's it. I will now show you the footage, and that's it. I'm going to show you now the footage of me coming here. I caught a lot of traffic, so it's not the most exciting footage ever. I'm going to do this road here. I've already done it and I'm going to do it again. Test the bike handling. It handles nice. I liked how it handles. It's easy to ride. And now I'm going up, and I'm going to cut to the test ride itself, and after that I'm going to test it at highway speeds to see how it handles and how it is regarding wind protection. So I'm now going to cut to the test ride, and that's it. Now see you in a while. Okay guys, so here we are test riding the new Honda Rebel, and so far I've just got out of the dealership, and it feels a bit small for me. I have my legs a little bit bent. I have my right foot touching the engine, but it has a plastic guard, so it probably won't burn my leg, and it should not be a problem. The bike is very smooth. I'm liking it. It's very low to the ground. I'm not used to the position, but I think it's typical for this type of bikes. One thing that I'm already not liking, it's the mirrors. They are terribly small. It's very hard to see out of them, at least for me. And they are kind of concave, so it's a bit weird. One thing that I'm also noticing is that the rev counter does not exist, so you have to go by the feel of the engine. But I'm okay with that. I've driven my 125 without the rev counter for years and years, so I'm okay with that. Oh, I'm going to catch a bit of traffic. One thing that I'm already liking, it's the sound of the bike. It has a very nice sound. It's like a deep sound. I enjoy it. It's much better than on other bikes. The bike is relatively thin. I think at least the fuel tank, it's very thin. The widest part, it's the engine, the part, I think it's where the clutch is, this area there. Other than that, it's very narrow. It's sufficiently agile. It may not be the most agile bike out there, but it has a good feel. The handling seems to be good, at least for now. I haven't made any big corners, let's say it like that, but it feels good. Let's see a little bit up in front if we can test the cornering a little bit more. I would just like either the seat be a bit higher or the pegs a bit more to the front, so I wouldn't have my legs so bent, but it's not uncomfortable or anything, it's just personal preference. Let me just adjust the camera angle. I think it was a bit too high, but it should be good now. The dashboard is very simple. It has a fuel gauge, speedometer, hours, trip A, trip B, total, so it's the regular. With the sun shining from the back, and I'm also using some sunglasses, so sometimes it's a bit harder to see, to read, but I think it shouldn't be a problem. Now we will see if we can get out of this traffic and have a little bit more fun in the corners ahead. But I think we won't, damn it. There is a buzz over there. Let's see. I'll see if I can get in front of it in order to have a clear road ahead. Something must be happening. This is very unusual in here. Oh, this is really very low to the ground. I'm not used to this ride height. I have my legs bent and I'm completely touching the ground with both feet. Let's see if we can pass here. Oh, I think there are some construction over here. That must be why. Or maybe not. Thank you. Let's see if we can pass. Yes. Okay, so I was expecting to test the bike in these corners, but that is not going to happen. I'm going to stop up in front to do the walk around. You will probably have already seen it because I'm thinking about putting it in the beginning of the video, so you can have a better look at the bike before seeing me riding it. As you can see right now, I'm riding on cobblestone. I don't know if this is called cobblestone, but you get what I mean. These kinds of rocks which are used to do the road and which are known as being very irregular and bumpy. But with this bike, it is being comfortable over the sidewalk. Traffic is a mess today. Let's see if I can pass here. So let me give you some information about this bike. This is an A2 class bike. It has around 500 cc. I think it should have... Oh, great, the traffic just disappeared. It must have around 48 horsepower or something like that. It's the limit of A2 class bikes. single disc brake in the front, single disc brake at the back. Of course it has a single disc brake on the back. This was just silly. It has big fat tires. I don't know the exact measures, but they are big and fat, and they look really cool on this bike, that must be said. It has a regular light bulb on the front, no LEDs, but with this bike it looks appropriate. I haven't really tested the brakes yet, because you've seen how the traffic was. Let's see here. Oh, they're good. Good enough. Not astonishingly good, but good enough. I haven't smashed the lever, and it was front brake only, but they felt good. Okay, now I'm going to go through a narrower road over there, and it has some corners and it is very steep, so I will give the brakes a good test. So let's turn right over here. Beware of the tourists. Overtake this car and yep. That is the problem of a touristing area. You will always have to be careful of the tourists. Okay, so let me gain some speed, and I will test the brakes when I have no cars behind me and I have some speed. Okay, when I reach 50 and I'm on a straight line, I will hit the brakes hard. And 50. Oh, I just slightly activated the ABS on the back, but they seem to be competent. They do their work. Oh! I wasn't able to lock the front. When you really smash the lever, it becomes very strong. Look at this view. Just look at this. It's amazing, isn't it? I'm going to pass on that road. Okay, so when I reach the bottom of this road, I'm going to switch to the Portuguese version of the video, and I will try to find a place to do the walk around. I think I'm going to insert the walk around at the beginning of the video. So let's just test the brakes one more time and brake. Oh! Yeah, they are good. And the car behind me must be thinking, what the hell is this guy doing? When he appeared, I was almost stopped at the middle of the road. So that's it. I'm going to stop down there because there is a junction, and I'm going to switch to the Portuguese video. And sorry about the traffic. I really wasn't expecting that. If I have the time during the test drive, I will try to do another pass on this road, so you can have some footage of the bike cornering. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it.